The curriculum value orientations, they underlie the actions of all phases of curriculum development. Each one of us has a particular value that we put into our curriculum, regardless if we even think we're doing it, we're doing that. And so Jewett, Bain, and Enns actually describe these different curriculum value orientations. The most significant characteristic for classifying and differentiating among curriculum theories, the CVOs also provides curriculum approaches that will differ according to our values, according to the sources of curriculum theory. Each one of us has each curricular developer, which is what you are for this class, and probably some of you in your roles as a physical education teacher, you have your own curriculum value orientation. You never really probably thought about it. When really your philosophy and your curriculum value orientation, and eventually you write a mission statement, and your beliefs, they all are intertwined with one another. So this is very important, what these curriculum value orientations are. They really drive the way you teach. There's going to be 5 different curriculum value orientation. These aren't in any particular order, other than that's the way the textbook had them. Disciplinary mastery. Most traditional orientation, maybe quite a few of us will be disciplinary mastery. This is mastery of the subject matter. The student should know the material well when they're done. They have the acquisition of the important knowledge, the concepts, the theories, the physical skills. That's very important. Assumes that knowledge is most worthwhile. This remains predominant in physical education and other kinesiology areas, because we want them to have mastery of fundamental movement and sports skills when they're done with the physical education program, or your physical education class, or the unit that you're teaching. That's what we're looking for, is mastery of fundamental ideals. Again, this is predominant, the one that's predominant in physical education. Doesn't mean that's how you have to teach. Our next CVO is self-actualization. As you can tell, this is why I gave up my dream of being a radio broadcaster and sports announcer, because I have a hard time pronouncing, so please forgive me. With this curriculum value orientation, the ideology of individualism, each person's important. So the highest priority is achievement of autonomy and self-direction for the learner. Individual excellence takes priority over subject matter and broader social concerns. So with this one, curriculum is designed to challenge the student to extend self, cross boundaries, exceed limitations, and gain new perspectives of self. Our next CVO is social reconstruction. As the title makes it sound like, the highest priority of the curriculum is on social needs. What's our society need? So to this type of curriculum developer, school is designed to make cultural change using education. So school curricula is the vehicle for creating a better society, making a better place. Assume that the school is a bridge between what is and what might be. Curricular goals are on development of interpersonal sensitivity, the awareness of others, and development of social group skills. So again, the school is the vehicle that will drive social change, whereas the self-actualization is about making the person better. Discipline mastery is about learning the skills and the knowledge to be successful. Our next curriculum value orientation is called learning process. With this curriculum value orientation, how we learn is just as important as what we learn. The process of learning is very important here. We develop individual abilities to cope with rapid change. We make thinkers of our students using this type of curriculum value orientation. So all our classes are geared towards asking students to work through problems. So we develop abilities to learn what students want to learn. So problem solving skills are very important to the person who has the learning process value orientation. You set your students up to think through different processes. Now, as an athletic trainer, I think this is important because as a clinician, an athletic trainer, needs to have critical thinking skills to be able to make correct diagnoses or evaluations on particular athletic injuries, and then to develop rehabilitation plans. So problem-solving skills are important. I think most athletic training education programs are set up on the disciplinary mastery, but I think you'll see that a lot of these curriculum value orientations, you may not just be one, you may be a combination of a multiple of different types or ones. Our last curriculum value orientation is ecological integration. With this one, the emphasis is on the personal search for meaning. Who am I? What am I here to do? Holistic person integration within the total environment. Again, holistic is not just one part of you. It's mind, body, spirit, physical, everything about us. And we integrate that into the educational plan. Curriculum is concerned with learning to ask and examine critical questions. To me, I think of philosophy when I think about this. They ask questions, and we constantly aren't getting to a point. We're just asking questions. Curriculum is directed towards a sociological ecosystem as well as biological ecosphere. Well, that's a lot of language there. We're trying to integrate this. The easiest way I think about this is we're trying to integrate both the physical and the spiritual in one. And plan social change as necessary strategy. Each event influences every other. So it's an interdependent society. This would go along with the curriculum integration, where we incorporate different types of subject matter into classrooms. We just don't have a math class. We have math combined with a whole bunch of different areas, or physical education with math, with science. You know, we understand the science behind, you know, if you've taken an exercise physiology class, we understand the way the body works, and then we actually look at the physical, and we look at the biomechanical, we look at all the different areas. An attempt to balance the social, individual, and subject matter emphasis. I think I've kind of talked about that. Sources of curriculum and value orientations. The three main are subject matter content, nature of individual learner, and goals of society. As we can see, the subject matter content is understanding the subject, be expert at that. We know that's going to be disciplinary mastery, the learning process, and an ecological integration. Whereas developing the individual is more of this self-actualization, learning process, and ecological integration. Then for our society, what's important and how we can change a society, that would be social reconstruction and ecological integration. The whole point of this slide is to see how these different value orientations go across different areas. The disciplinary mastery is standalone by itself, and so is the self-actualization. Doesn't cross over. and neither does social reconstruction, whereas ecological integration and learning process has some crossover effects there.